Hey everyone, so I wanted to share with you the 3 things that I've learned as I've started this business. And I'm at the beginning stages. Really, my business is not quite there yet. I've got my name, I've got my product, and I am attempting to take my product to market. So I have spent the last probably 4 weeks trying to find a manufacturer. And that process has been unbelievably hard. I didn't anticipate finding a manufacturer to be so difficult. I have emailed 50 plus American companies, 30 in China, probably 10 in Mexico. I'm just really trying to find just a manufacturer. And throughout that process, I had so many times when I was questioning whether or not I should be moving forward. I mean, I'm not necessarily doing this for the money because I already have a full-time job. I'm doing this because I believe in the product and the company, and I want to be an entrepreneur. This stage of my life, it has just clicked that that's something that I want. And so that's the number one thing I'm getting to. The one thing that I've learned since starting a business is that it's all about you in the beginning, in the sense that you are the one that's putting in the hours. Especially if you're like me and you have a full-time job and a family. I'm cranking out work at night when I can, and I'm the only one that's pushing me to do it. No one else is going to be holding me accountable. It's just me. You are the one that has to make decisions. Luckily, I have Thomas, who does have an MBA, so he has a vast knowledge in business. But when it comes down to it, I'm the one that's making the decision on, and I have the final say about things, which kind of takes me to number 2. So one thing that I've learned as I'm trying to build this business is that you have to trust your gut. I have a bunch of designs that I had done some focus groups on and was putting out there with some surveys and whatnot. And during, there was one certain design that I just wasn't in love with. And it was testing okay. It wasn't the worst, it wasn't the best. And so in my gut, I just said, you've got to take this design and either drop it or revamp it. Well, about 2 weeks ago, I revamped it, and I love it now. And I think that was just one small example of trusting your gut. When you're building a business, you've got to go with what is in your gut, what your heart is telling you, getting all these body parts, your head, your heart, your gut, 100%, when it feels right. And if it doesn't feel right to you, then don't go with it. Because at least for me, I have known when something has been a good decision and if I should move forward with something or not. And I think that's because I really listen to my inner being. I listen to my gut, my heart, my head. Listen to your gut, which takes me to the 3rd thing. I have recently been introduced to some distributors here in Utah, and again, I had to use my gut when meeting with them. We sat down, talked shop a little bit, had a second meeting, talked about the potential to move forward with a deal, and the entire time I keep kind of checking in with my gut. Does this feel right? Does it feel right to have these people take on my product and help me distribute it? To the 3rd thing is, yes, you are doing all of the work yourself, and yes, you need to trust your gut, but there comes a point in every business where you have to build a team, and you have to be able to say, I need to take this person's expertise and knowledge and be able to utilize that and provide them with my knowledge and my expertise, because I'm a firm believer that relationships go both ways. And especially with business, there needs to be this sense of trust and reliability. And I think that you build the communication as those things build too. You want to have a business partner that you can communicate to when something goes wrong or you disagree with something, when your gut is telling you that it's moving in a direction that you don't feel is right. So as I've started out, because like I said, my business is in its infancy right now, those are the biggest things. It's all you in the beginning. You have to be willing to put in that work. You need to trust your gut, and you need to rely on people and build some sort of team, whether that is getting an assistant on, or like in my situation where I'm finding some business partners to help out. But that's what I've learned thus far. And to all of you who are starting a business, I hope that this has been helpful and you can kind of take what I've learned and apply it to yourself so that you can have an easier time than me. So until next time.